Welcome to our channel Ignite Careers. So this is a series of videos on PMP exam preparation. If you haven't watched our first video, the link is given in the description. Let's quickly start. During a meeting with some of the project stakeholders, the project manager is asked to add work to the project scope. Okay, stakeholder is asking project manager to add some work to the project scope. The project manager has access to correspondence of the project before the project charter and signed and remembers that the project sponsor specifically denied funding of the scope mentioned by the stakeholder. What is the best thing the project manager should do? Okay, now a project manager is in discussion with project stakeholder where he is asked to add some project scope. But he remembers that the sponsor told that he won't fund for any other scope addition mentioned by the stakeholder. So what is the best thing to do? Okay, and like quickly review the answers. Let the sponsor know about their stakeholder request. Okay, it seems to be little good, but clearly it is been signed. There is a word called sign by the stakeholder sponsor that no funding. Though it seems to be okay, but this is not the right one. Okay, now second is evaluate the impact of adding to the scope. Um, this might seems to be okay, but again, there is a concern we have that there is already signed denied funding. Tell the stakeholder the scope can't be added. Yes. This is the right one. Add the work if there is a time available to the project. No, this is definitely wrong because you can't add project scope without getting an approval from the sponsor for funding. So the right answer would be convey the stakeholder properly that the scope can't be added because as you see, this seems to be a traditional project management where there is a key topic called change request approval. So basically, change request approval is like as a stakeholder, if I'm asking for a change, I need to put this change request and this change request will go to a proper approval with relevant people in charge, specifically the project sponsor. Once the project sponsor approve the change request, then we can add it to the project scope. Let's check the for answers. Yes, we are right. Telling the stakeholder that scope can't be added is the right one. Your project management plan results in project schedule that is too long if the project network diagram can't be changed, but you have extra personal resources. What is the best thing to do? So there are key three things is given in this question. One is you have an schedule that is too long. Your project network diagram can't be changed. So it's like you can't change the network diagram. It's like you already have a planned time or schedule or whatever it is, which can't be altered. But only best thing is you have some extra resource with you. What is the best thing to do? Fast track the project. Okay, if I try to do the fast tracking, then this project network diagram will be changed. So this is not possible. So level the resource. Okay, this is not also possible because again, if I try to do some leveling, there is nowhere it is mentioned that resource got stuck or so many parallel activities is being planned. So it's not the right one. Crash the project is the right one because we have some extra resources in hand and all we need to do is put in the extra resource and then try to do a resource crashing. Let's quickly check the last answer before jumping into it. Monte Carlo analysis is basically something relevant to root cost analysis. So it's not relevant to here. So the right answer is crash the project. Let's quickly check for answers. Here we go. I hope you guessed the answer right. Crashing the resource is the right one. Early in the life of your project, you are having a discussion with the sponsor about the estimating techniques. Okay, you want a form of expert judgment, but the sponsor argues for an analogous estimating. Okay, so basically there is a conflict coming between your sponsor and you on what type of estimation technique we need to use on a project. You are suggesting expert judgment, whereas he is suggesting analogous estimation. Let's clearly understand what is mean by analogous and then we'll quickly jump on to answers. So analogous estimation is a form of a form of an expert estimation, I would say, where you will be doing this estimation based on the past history. So in my perspective, both are same, but I think the word they both uses are in a different note. So, and there were some other estimation techniques as well. I'll just quickly sum it up. One is parametric estimation, which is basically done based on the data. And there is something called bottom up estimation. So, which is basically breaking all your work items and then try to summarize it. So, this is more accurate. Then let's quickly check the answers. Agree to analogous estimate as a form of expert judgment. Yes, this is the right one. So, as I clearly mentioned that expert judgment and analogous estimation is purely one or the other, I would say, because in expert judgment where people who has done the similar projects or expertise on the domain will give some estimation, whereas analogous is also basically done based on the historical data. Suggest a life cycle costing? No, there is no such called estimation technique like this. Determine why sponsor want an accurate estimation? No. Try to convince the sponsor and allow expert judgment because it is typically more accurate. No. So the right question is A. Let's check the answer. We are right. It's basically a little tricky question where the question was trying to confuse expert judgment and analog as a separate one. But expert judgment is again a part of an analog estimation. So he is working as a scrum master in the scrum team. In this question is basically from Agile. There are 5 developers in the team. Rick is one of the developer in the team, and Sue noticed that Rick is applying a different approach to complete the sprint tasks faster. Good. Which one of the best course as a scrum master so she need to do? Okay. It's a pretty good question, I would say. Call the entire team immediately for a meeting and tell what Rick's approach for a new in completing task faster. Yes, this seems to be really a wonderful idea. Like since anyway, Rick has proved a concept which is supporting the project. It's wise to call that other team members and inform about this new technique. But is it the right way to do it in Agile? That's the question. So let's hold this answer for a while. Ask Rick to stop this task and prepare a detailed guide regarding how to apply this approach and distribute the team. Okay, why he need to actually stop this task? This is wrong. During retrospective, ask Rick to share his approach with the team and ask the team if it is applicable for every developer. Yes, retrospective is the right one, I would say, because if you are very familiar with this Agile concept, retrospective is a meeting where we need to discuss on the improvements, what went right, what went wrong, and how are we planning to improve for the next sprint. So since this is a sort of an improvement or performing task much ahead, it's the right where we give space for it to discuss this point with other developers over there. It's really good. Let's check the last answer. Ask Rick in a next daily stand-up meeting on he did share the approach. No. Daily stand-up meeting is basically meant for a different purpose. This is basically to discuss on what he has done yesterday and what he would like to do today, and is there any bottlenecks which need to be addressed. So daily stand-up is not the right place to discuss on the improvement points. Let's quickly check the answer. Yes, we are right. Retrospective is the right place to discuss on the improvement points. I hope you guessed it right as well. You are the program level manager with several project activities underway. Nice. In the executing process group, you begin to become concerned about the accuracy of the progress report with the projects. So, okay, I have some concern on the progress report. Like it's basically questioning the authenticity of the data. What is the best support option or opinion that there is a problem? Okay. Quality audit. Yes, this is actually a right one. If you have any concern about the accuracy of the report, I suggest quality audit is the right way to approach it. So we will consider this answer for now and then check the other answer. Risk qualification report. No. This is nothing related to risk. It's basically related to quality. Regression analysis. No, this is not right. Monte Carlo analysis, again, a different form of analyzing risk and uncertainty. So this is also wrong. So the right one is quality audits. Let's check the answer. Yes, we are right. Quality audit is the right one. I hope you have guessed it right. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe and stay tuned. I'll be posting the next question in the coming week. Have a great day.